The law on transparency of foreign influence, known as the law on foreigners, was adopted in the interests of Georgia. This is what Georgian Prime Minister Irakli Kobakhidze declares. It works in defense of the country's sovereignty, but this is exactly what Western colleagues are not satisfied with, the Georgian Prime Minister said. The subject of confrontation is the fact that we are striving for transparency, whereas the Venice Commission was instructed to say straightforwardly that transparency is not needed here. Their position is that transparency should not be ensured in this country, otherwise they will no longer be able to muddy the water here, Kobakhidze noted. The Georgian Prime Minister also reported on his Facebook page about years of insulting blackmail of the Georgian government by foreign politicians and emphasized the latest threat to his address, with a hint to the recent assassination attempt on Slovakian Prime Minister Robert Fico. Let us recall that Kobakhidze announced on May 23 that he had received threats of physical violence from the European commissioners, who mentioned the recent assassination attempt on Fico and recommended Kobakhidze to be careful not to let something similar happen to him. The force that we call the Party of Global War, which has a great influence on various countries and covers a large political space, has become involved, Kobakhidze noted. The Georgian Prime Minister said that the real and only reason for the furious discussions around the adoption of the law on foreign agents is the desire to open a second front in the country in the conflict in Ukraine. As Kobakhidze said, since the beginning of this year, there has been a serious interest in Georgia to open a second front here, which of course would seriously hurt Russia's position. But all this would have destroyed our country in the end. But some people did not care about the fate of our country. The only thing they cared about was weakening Russia's position.